I watched him damp a napkin, then proceed to go in the back of his pants with it, wipe his butt, and throw that napkin in a trash can under a register and act like nothing happened. Yes, this happened, I believe, in 2016 or 2017. I was doing a mystery shop at a KFC / Taco Bell. Sometimes they join them together. They're owned by the same company. Also, Taco Bell is under the same umbrella. Anyway, I was at their drive-thru and I was at the first window to give money, and I don't think this guy knew anyone was watching or could see him. This guy literally took a napkin, put it under the faucet, and went in his pants from the back and wiped his butt. Yes, with this napkin, threw the napkin in a trash can under the register, okay? And then just went on making food and touching food. Didn't wash his hands, nothing. Thank effing God that this was a reveal shop. And this is how it went. Okay. So I had to place an order for KFC at this KFC / Taco Bell. Of course, I went through the speaker, great customer service. I was greeted on time. I was upsold, all of that good stuff. I was told after my total to come to the first window for payment. Fine, normal. It was a very slow day, and I just happened to have 2 cars in front of me, and that was it. Well, this guy just, I guess, thought no one could see him and decided to take care of whatever business he had going on by putting a napkin under the faucet and wiping his butt with his pants still on. They were kind of baggy, and then throwing the napkin away underneath the register, you know, where my car is parked. Like, I don't know how on earth he thought no one was watching him. I don't get it. I'll never understand that part. Anyway, so I have to hold myself together. I'm like, well, we're not eating this food, obviously, even if I wanted to. I go to the next window, I get my food, still I'm dying. I'm like, I cannot believe I just saw this. Okay, I even like screenshotted on my phone the exact time to make sure I had that captured so they could go on camera and look for themselves. So I get my food, my order was fine, it was hot, it was correct. I got great customer service at the second window when I got my food, of course. Then I had to come back in and reveal myself. If I did not see that, this restaurant would have passed with flying colors. Unfortunately, they did not. So I walk back in with my paperwork. I asked to speak to the manager. They knew immediately I was a secret shopper then because they knew the drill. Well, they get a manager to me. And the crew members that weren't busy at the moment were standing next to the manager like, all right, how do we do? You know, what's our reward? Because they're used to some kind of reward. And I'm like, well, y'all didn't pass. And they were confused too. Like, what? We're awesome. And I'm like, yeah, you are. Let me explain, you know. And I felt really bad because they looked like so happy at first. You see that guy right there behind y'all that's breading chicken right now? He was over there at that sink, took a paper towel or a napkin, damped it under that faucet, wiped his butt with it, and then threw it away under the register that someone just took my money at. And he didn't think anyone was watching. No, he did not do that. I'm like, oh, let me finish. Then he went to breading chicken and preparing fried chicken. No, he didn't. He would never do such a thing. I said, here's the screenshot of the time that I saw it. Couldn't take a picture, couldn't take a video because it was too quick, and I have to watch the timer for the mystery shop. But go look on your camera. The manager asked me if I had like 10 minutes. I said, I got all the time in the world for this one. She was kind of mad at me because she was just like, you know, how dare you talk about my employees like that. Like, we know that you're lying. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you about to find out. So she went in the back of the office. Of course, she didn't invite me, which is fine. Came back about 5 minutes later with her head down. She's like, I understand. It will be taken care of. I said, you don't have to tell me. You need to tell tell corporate. She's like, you're going to put that in your report? I said, I am so sorry, because y'all are phenomenal other than this. But yes, I cannot not report this. She's like, well, I was going to fire him tonight. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I still have to be honest and put in my report exactly what happened, because if corporate comes and looks on your cameras and sees this and I didn't report it, I'm going to lose my job. And that's just not worth it to me. I'm sorry. These weren't my mistakes. They were his mistakes. So yeah, that happened. She begged and begged and begged to try to figure something out. And I should have put that in my report, that she was somewhat trying to bribe me, but I really truly felt bad, because you could tell she was a good manager and ran a tight ship. So I did not put that part in my report. I just said what I saw, and I said I addressed it with the manager, you know. So yes, that happened. Yep.